Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to ATN Bangla. This is Wahiba Rahman with the news. First, the UCB headlines. 33 agreements and MOUs, including defense cooperation, would be signed during Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's visit to India, says Foreign Minister at a press briefing. BNP demands to inform the people about the Defence Pact and MOUs before the Prime Minister's visit to India. High Court averts life imprisonment, commuting death sentence to 2 accused in child Rakib killing case in Khulna. And IPU representatives urged to ensure private partnership alongside the role of civil society in implementing the SDG. Now on to the details. Foreign Minister A.H.M. Mahmood Ali has said 33 and MOUs, including defense cooperation, would be signed between the two countries during Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's visit to India. Briefing newsmen at the Foreign Ministry, he said during the visit, the Prime Minister would hold courtesy meetings with the country's President, Vice President, Foreign Minister and the Congress leaders of India, beside bilateral meeting with her Indian counterpart Narendra Modi. The Foreign Minister, however, did not specify whether there has been any progress on the Teesta Treaty. Meanwhile, Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir has said civil and military deals would be signed during the Prime Minister's upcoming visit to India, upholding the country's interest. Speaking after inspecting the construction work of Dhaka Elevated Expressway this morning, he said there has been progress in Teesta Agreement and it will gain momentum after the Prime Minister's visit. Meanwhile, BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir has demanded to inform the people about the Defence Pact and MOUs before the Prime Minister's visit to India. Speaking at a news conference at the party central office at Noapaulton, he said BNP wants to see the relations between the Bangladesh and India stronger and trustworthy. Mirza Fakhrul also demanded fair share of all the common rivers, including Teesta water. The High Court has awarded life imprisonment, commuting death sentence to the 2 accused, Omar Sharif and Mintu, in the sensational child Rakib killing case in Khulna. The division bench, comprising Justice Jahangir Hussain and Justice Muhammad Jahangir Hussain, gave the verdict today after disposing of the death referrals and appeal filed by the defense. Simultaneously, both the accused have been fined 50,000 taka each. Child Rakib was brutally killed on the 3rd of August 2015 by pumping air into his stomach through compressor machine at a motorcycle workshop at Tutpara in Khulna. Executive Director of National Women Lawyers Association, Advocate Salma Ali, has filed a writ petition with the High Court challenging legality of the special provision allowing marriage of girls under 18 years age in Child Marriage Prevention Act. Director of cancellation of the special provision has been sought in the writ. In the act passed in November last year, marriage of minor women has been allowed under special circumstances as per directive of the court with the consent of their parents. However, it is alleged that the special provision would encourage marriage of poor underage girls and rape victims. Democracy and human rights were high in the agenda on the 4th day of the Inter-Parliamentary Union IPU conference in Dhaka today. Representatives at the deliberation laid emphasis on ensuring the role of civil society, side-by-side private partnership in implementing Sustainable Development Goals SDG. Taking part in the deliberation, Deputy Speaker Fazle Rabbi Mia highlighted government programs to implement SDG targets by the year 2030. Meanwhile, the newly elected President of Forum of Young Parliamentarians, Osoro Maureen of Uganda, held a news conference at the Forum venue at Bangabandhu International Conference Center this morning. She said the number of young parliamentarians is not significant anywhere in the world. Maureen said the false pledges of the politicians are making the youth disrespectful to them. The 5-day IPU conference concludes tomorrow. Meanwhile, Awami League Publicity Secretary Dr. Hassan Mahmood has said that BNP's statement regarding IPU conference is anti-state and a slur to democracy. Speaking at a news conference at Awami League President's political office at Dhanmondi, he said those who raise caution about such a huge ceremony of IPU conference in the country's history are politically bankrupt. Hassan Mahmood said BNP's main target is to tarnish the image of the country. Now, Rupali Bank News break. We'll come back with more news right after the break. Welcome back to ATN Bangla English News. A team of National Defence College visited the country's first satellite TV channel ATN Bangla this morning. ATN Bangla Director Muqsudur Rahman received the team at ATN Bangla FD's studio. 81 members of various services from 14 countries, including Bangladesh, took part in the study tour. Speaking on the occasion, leader of the delegation, Air Vice Marshal Sanaul Haq, stressed on the fraternal relations between the military administration and the mass media in safeguarding the country's sovereignty and independence. The participants discussed on various issues, including women and children's rights, independence of the media, and broadcasting policy. During the views exchange meeting, the NDC course members were briefed about the history of ATN Bangla and its news operation. After views exchange meeting, the course members went round the news section of ATN Bangla.
We came to know about the vision, role and function of ATN Bangla, a pioneer TV channel in our country. They are not only pioneer in media, they are also pioneer in performing their jobs in CSR.
ATN Bangla interested to telecast neutral news and producing quality programs with high professional teams. Our network extended all over the world, near about 126 countries.
National Board of Revenue will soon organize a debate with the businessmen to simplify implementation of VAT Act from 1st of July. Besides, the Finance Minister is also continuing informal discussion with the businessmen in this regard. This was stated by NBR Chairman Nojibur Rahman at a discussion with economists on the next budget. Speaking at a discussion, economist Professor Wahiduddin Mahmood advised NBR to be more active in increasing registration of VAT-paying business enterprises along with the registration of income tax payers. 4 people, including a child, are missing in the trawler capsize incident at Tangua Haur in Sunamganj. The trawler sank during a storm at Hatirgasha area on way to Lamagao from Indorpur. Later, fishermen rescued 4 people out of the 8 passengers at midnight last night. A diver team have gone to the spot from Sunamganj this afternoon. Finally, cricket and Bangladesh take on Sri Lanka in the first of the 2-match T20 series this evening. The day-night match will start at 7:30 p.m. at Premdasa Stadium in Colombo. The two countries are locking horns after the evenly contested Test and ODI series. Before ending the bulletin, let's recap the UCB headlines. 33 agreements and MOUs, including defense cooperation, would be signed during Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's visit to India, says Foreign Minister at a press briefing. BNP demands to inform the people about the Defence Pact and MOUs before the Prime Minister's visit to India. High Court awares life imprisonment, commuting death sentence to 2 accused in child Rakib killing case in Khulna. and IPU representatives urged to ensure private partnership alongside the role of civil society in implementing the SDG. And that's the end of this bulletin. Thank you for staying with us. Allah Hafiz.
খেলার সংবাদ, দেশের সংবাদ, রাজনৈতিক সংবাদ, ATN বাংলার সর্বশেষ সংবাদ